Hello and thank you for watching. I'm Ashley Van Dyke with Advantage Software, and on today's video, Flush Delay, I'm going to talk about this setting and what it can and cannot do. You can find Flush Delay in your user settings within the Real-Time tab. It's at the very top, and this setting is set in terms of milliseconds of time. And so the default is 2000, which is 2 seconds. Flush Delay is an often misunderstood feature. Flush delay is often changed inappropriately because of this misunderstanding. Flush delay is much simpler than many users think it is. All flush delay does is tell Eclipse how long it should wait after you have stopped writing or stopped uttering before it finalizes the last thing that you wrote or uttered. That's it. A higher flush delay will not delay your real-time output. The only thing it might delay is the last word, and you can use a flush stroke to flush the delay away. Having your flush delay set too high is almost impossible. Since this setting only comes into play when you've stopped writing, the only stroke it could possibly impact are the very last stroke or strokes that have not yet finished translating. However, you can definitely set your flush delay too low. It's possible to set your flush delay so low that your multi-stroke words don't translate correctly because you don't have time to write them before your flush delay expires. If you have a flush delay set to something like half a second, and all of a sudden you start finding that your longer multisyllabic words aren't translating correctly, those things are probably related. Increasing the flush delay is sometimes necessary for slower writers, especially new students and new steno reporters. Increasing that flush delay can help make sure that you get a better translation even when you're writing at very slow speeds. However, if you set it too low, your words will get broken apart even when you're writing at very fast speeds. That's why we've set it to a default of 2 seconds. We found that this is a happy medium for most professional users. Some captioners will reduce this setting to something like 1500 to make sure that the last words that they write are a little prompter onto the screen without having to use a manual flush stroke. The flush delay doesn't have anything to do with any other setting. It's not related to the edit buffer, and it's not related to any of the delay settings or timeout or flush settings within the output format settings. The only thing flush delay controls is how long Eclipse will wait to translate the last thing that you wrote when you stop giving it input. So let's see what this looks like in action. I'm going to leave my flush delay at the 2000 default, and let's take a quick look at what translating a note file will look like. So as I push strokes out, they come up first in the pending translation text color because I have that feature turned on. And so every time I hit a stroke, it translates, and anything that I write comes out. And you see that as multi-stroke words are written, that pending text changes. And I'm going to use this opportunity now to write a stroke. And I'll wait. And after 2 seconds, next will finalize and translate. And so now next has finalized and it's in the translation and it's no longer pending. If I hit next stroke again, I can wait another 2 seconds and month will finalize as well. Now I'm going to go into my user settings. I'm going to go to the real-time tab and I'm going to reduce this. I'm going to set it to 500 and I'm going to write a few more strokes. And you see how much faster after I wait that those strokes finalize. However, if the beginning of a word finalizes, such as the first stroke of residence, this stroke is now finalized, and I hit next stroke, I have the word I, and that is done and finalized. And I hit the next stroke and I get dent, and that's done and finalized. And I hit the next stroke for my suffix for S, and now that's done and finalized as well. And because I didn't write all 4 of these strokes fast enough, they did not translate correctly because my flush delay was too low. Now I'm going to increase my flush delay to a large number. So I'm going to set it to 20,000, which is 20 seconds. And if I write and push strokes through the document, everything still translates just as fast as long as I keep writing. Because as I said, the flush delay only impacts the text once you have stopped writing. So let's wait and see how long it takes this text to translate. Since I have the flush delay set to 20 seconds, it's going to take a little bit of time to finalize and decide that this text is ready to go. And so you see that as long as you're actively writing, a large flush delay does absolutely nothing. However, once you stop writing, it's going to take however long that flush delay is set to finalize your last stroke or strokes. When it comes to the accuracy of the translation, your flush delay absolutely cannot be too high. However, it can be too low, as I mentioned. And so if you found that multi-stroke words aren't translating correctly, and you think it might be because of your speed, try increasing your flush delay. If you want to take advantage of a longer flush delay, you can always use a flush stroke to manually finish the translation and send the translation not only to your ECL file, but to any real-time viewers you may have. And so for that, you would simply choose the steno that you want to use for flush. And you would put this in your main dictionary defined as open curly bracket, capital flush, close curly bracket. And anytime you would like to manually end the flush delay, you can just use your flush stroke. And everything will be finalized in your document and sent to your real-time viewers. We rarely find that the flush delay is the cause of problems as long as it's around the 2000 default. And so if you're having a problem, particularly with your real-time output, consider giving tech support a call instead of reducing your flush delay. Don't forget that Advantage Software offers anytime support. Tech support can be reached anytime, including weekends and holidays at 772-288-3266. Email support is also available at support@eclipsecat.com. Thanks for watching this video. Please hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications so that you'll be notified when we publish new content in the future. Thank you so much and have a great day.